Want a career in the audio industry? This video is all about the creative opportunities out there and what is generally done in each of them. Stick around until the end. We'll be talking about 2 bonus careers as well. When it comes to every single job in the audio industry, there can be a lot to look at. We've cut it back to the most popular, interesting, and rewarding roles you can take on. Now, depending on when the work takes place in the production process, each job's responsibilities can vary slightly, but generally revolve around the same skills and knowledge. Now, let's get into it. Sound design is a highly creative part of audio production and is involved in almost all entertainment that has audio. The primary responsibilities of this career is creating unique sounds to be used in production. This is done by taking different sounds and pulling them together, or by using virtual instruments. Taking on this role may also involve recording Foley to use, and in the case of video games, knowing how to implement the audio via middleware. On average, this position can bring in anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 per year. Instead of creating individual sounds, you can create entire tracks as a music producer. Typically, duties will be creating, arranging, and even recording instruments or vocals. You can either go at it alone and build your own alias, or produce for other artists, such as bands, singers, as well as soundtracks for video games. In the US, the average income is between $20,000 and $120,000 per year. Becoming a DJ is a favorable path for producers that are popular in electronic music. An essential part of the film and game industry, a Foley artist will produce a large majority of the sound effects. Typically, the sounds will be created while watching different scenes, aiming to perform the sounds in sync with the event on screen. As far as average income goes, you can earn roughly $35,000 to $110,000 a year. As a composer, the main objective is creating music via virtual samples or making a score that will be played by musicians. The soundtrack is aimed at expressing the mood of the visuals and lining up to what's happening on the screen. Knowing how to play the piano or guitar is a huge advantage as a composer, allowing for quick iteration of ideas and bouncing concepts around with the rest of the team. As you gain experience and get some titles under your belt, the average income range is between $20,000 and $95,000 a year. Getting the audio to sound just right is the job of an audio engineer. Whether you take on mixing, mastering, or recording, this role in the audio industry deals heavily with other artists' work, and it's up to the engineer to refine and form the sound of a project into a finished piece and sometimes record the initial content in the first place. A typical yearly income as an audio engineer can range from $35,000 to $80,000 a year, and depending on what niche of engineering you focus on, the average can go up close to $150,000 a year. And if you're business-minded, starting your own studio might be something to look forward to. Now for 2 bonus careers that you might find interesting. The first one is voice talent. This niche includes singers, radio and podcast hosts, animation voice actors, and many more fields. If it sounds like something you'd like to do as a hobby or for a career, we cover voice talent on Thursdays. The second bonus career we wanted to mention is being a DJ. Although you don't necessarily have to produce the content yourself, mixing different songs together does require some skill if you want to pull off a good set. Depending on your personal brand, you could be on the road for the majority of your career, performing at different events. Working locally as a DJ is also practical for those who simply don't want to travel. At the end of the day, if you love music, video games, or film, you shouldn't stress too much about where you start in the audio industry. Many of the careers dealing with audio will have a lot of shared skills, and learning other roles won't be a huge challenge. Your success in the audio industry will largely come down to passion and persistence, and being easy to work with is going to help a lot too. I hope this video sparked some interest in working with audio, and as always, thanks for watching.